Hello and welcome to Lost Faces, which is a horror visual novel about a girl who is born without a face. And to survive, she has to take other people's faces and wear them as a mask. Yeah, seems like a pretty interesting concept for a game. I really enjoy visual novels. The more and more I play of them, the more I realise they're actually really fun. So I'm excited to see what this one's going to be like. And if you've lost your face, link, as always, will be in the description below. I really hope you enjoy, and as always, thank you in advance for watching. But let's get into it. This is Lost Faces. Nameless. There is a saying that baby girls will take all of the mother's beauty while she's pregnant. My mother is very beautiful, but she must have been very selfish. But I was born without a face. Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's just born without a face. Kind of like the outlines, you can kind of see the outlines of where eyes should be and a nose. Yeah. I was a perfectly healthy child, other than the fact that I didn't have a face. No one could see me smile or cry, but I still did those things without anyone knowing. My parents tried as hard as they could to raise me for as long as they could, but they decided that they had no choice. That they had no choice to abandon me. Once I stole a face. Oh. The first face that I stole was my father's face. I did it once as a baby. It wasn't violent. But when I was 4, I did it again. Apparently, this time the process was painful for my father. Though there were no lasting effects, my mother said she could still hear the sound of him dissolving and compressing every time she tried to fall asleep. What? The next day, my parents decided to abandon me. Wait. So, when you steal a face, they dissolve and compress. But then, they don't die. What? I thought it was stealing their faces and, like, killing them. Okay, we're going to have to look into more of this. The next day, my parents decided to abandon me. I was only 4, but I was still alone. Yeah, I couldn't blame my parents. It wasn't their fault I was born this way. But it's not mine either. I managed to survive when I stole the face of a passerby. People took pity on a child all alone, not knowing that I was wearing someone else's face. The process of taking a face is emotionally complicated, but mechanically simple. When I need a face, one simply comes to mind. Without any hair or fancy dress, I can imagine what they look like. The person themselves disappears completely. Their bones crunching and skin dissolving as their body is erased from the world. What? How does that work? They leave a fleshy mask behind. It's incredibly convincing, but the hard part is playing the role. I could take a face for however long I want, but I try to limit each face to a day. Because someone else is an emotionally taxing thing, and you start to lose yourself. When I can, I live my life faceless, only covered up in sunglasses, hat, and mask. The machine speaks for me, and I can often disguise myself as a normal person without seeing a face. But it is 2 days before my birthday, and I want to live a normal life. I put on the face of someone young, but still a few years older than me. The room is unfamiliar and decorated in a way that I would never prefer. But I want to keep their face for a day. I have to be them, believably. To assume their identity, I have to know them. Oh, okay. So now we need to inspect things to try and find out who they are. Alright. Posts of a band that I don't know. They have a lot of makeup on their faces, and their faces are attractive. An electric guitar. It's gathering dust, but looks cool sitting in a corner. Not really sitting in a corner. Alright. A used box of cheap blue hair dye. The tube is slightly stained with it. Or tub, is slightly staying with it. A girl and adults who I can only assume are her parents. They look like a loving family. This girl seems complicated. Though they almost always are. People have much richer lives than most would ever know. You can only know this much by being the person himself. Sarah, come down for dinner. Okay, so I'm guessing we took on the role of Sarah. Yeah, Sarah. More like Sarah. Okay. What's this? I'm guessing this is hair colour since it says blue. So to be more like her, I have to... Yeah, I mean, the picture they're all blonde hair, but she's got blue hair dye. So it's blue. In a sec. Sweetie, help me set the table. Fine. Okay. Gotta say, I like the art style of the characters. Done. Of course, with your usual sass. Blue looks nice and dark. Reach us to colour? Yeah, last night. I think it's a bit much, but well, whatever makes my little girl happy. I made your favourite tonight. Thanks. Oh, Sarah's dad? They don't even know if that's Sarah's dad. Okay, what's with the sweaty look? Thanks. That's rare. I'm just really grateful for you guys. Thanks for supporting me, even if you don't really understand me sometimes. And this is Sarah's mom? Of course, sweetie. They could do anything else. Don't forget, you have your guitar lesson early tomorrow. So eat up and then head to bed. Okay. I've been Sarah for almost a day. So jealous. I want to live this life forever. I'm almost tempted, but I can't. If I did, I'd be taking the real Sarah away from the people who love her. So, it's not actually killing people to get their face. You're kind of removing them from existence for a certain amount of time until we choose to bring them back. But how does that work? And would they remember any of this? Like, is this something that's like in their mind? Are they going to remember what's going on? Maybe they will, because if we did it to our father twice and that was enough to remove or make them get rid of us, and I would lose myself. But for now, I can enjoy it. It's the day before my birthday, and I want to live a normal life. I put on the face of someone completely different from me. It's always easier when they live alone. Okay. There is a note or some paper just under me here. A letter from Jesse to Lila, apologising for various wrongdoings. Seems like he needed to apologise. Alright. A stack of physical games for a console I've never played with. Good hobby to get lost in. I suppose so. Okay. Glasses of various kinds of alcohol littered around the room. Is this how this guy really lives? So, yeah, she said how she took her father's face before, so she does take either face. So how does that work? And it's an adult now. I don't know how young we are. It just said how we were... The only age we really had was when she was 4. And she got left by her parents. But we don't know how old she is now. Alright. Certificate for a college bachelor's degree. Majored in cinema and digital media. Jesse, I know you're home. Come out here and talk to me. Lila? Okay, we don't look like an adult or a male. Jesse, we seriously need to talk. I know we've been staying away from each other for the past few days, but I feel like we won't get anywhere if we don't just talk it out. Can you please open the door so that we can have a real conversation? Open door. I kind of want to know what happens if I open the door. Looking at the face, I'm clearly not an adult male. Hold on. If I quick save, let's open a door. What happened to you? Ooh. What are you? So when we get caught out, when we get realized that the face kind of melts off or the mask just breaks. Game over. Okay. Alright. Let's okay, let's keep the door closed then. I'm sorry. I still need more time to think. Are you kidding me? How are we supposed to fix anything if you won't even talk to me? Here, I need you to have this. Give which item? Empty bottle. Do I give the empty bottle? I imagine it'll just give me a game over again. Let's give the apology letter. We're still in the question of, is it Lila? You wrote this? Yeah, and everything I said in it is true. I really mean it. Okay, I'll come back another day. But only if this letter feels genuine, okay? Okay, Lila. I really care about you. I care about you too, so let's try and make this work. I'll call you. I hope those two figure things out. Okay, so we're someone who doesn't understand what's really happening. I guess we're still a child. Seeing as Sarah we took over, they said we're young but we're still older than us, and she still seemed like a child. And now as an adult in this kind of relationship, we've just given this letter and said we truly mean what was said, even though it looked all crumpled up in a way, so it maybe isn't what he really felt. And we've just kind of like done that part in their life. So we're kind of messing up people's lives as well, potentially. Could be helping them, but could be making mistakes with it as well. I guess that's not something she really cares about, even though she says she hopes they figure things out. I can tell that they both really love each other. Oh, okay, so it is actually mentioning that. I'm always curious about what happens to people after they lose their masks and they take over their own lives again. Even though I never want to live this life, I wonder what it's like to be loved like that and love someone else like that. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing she's doing. I don't think it's necessarily that she's being a bad person by that. I think it's just that she doesn't understand the ramifications of what she's doing there. But it is my birthday, and I do not want to be alone. I spend a day without seeing a face. I feed the ducks, dip my toes in the ocean, and listen to records at the record store. But I can't keep living this life. The street where I grew up. I know the name well. All I have to do is peer in and find the one that I grew up in. Alright, how do we remember the street name well? If we were 4 when we got abandoned. It's them. Okay. With the dad's face, I can understand why her face is it. He's got very youthful features. Why? How can I live so happily? Well, I live like this. It's not fair. I want to live that life. Oh shit. Hold on. Is she gonna go? I want to know what it's like. to live that life. It's late past night. Okay. The room is cold. I feel like a ghost. I also see a picture with a child in it. Is that us? I don't think it is. I think they're gonna... Oh, no. Are we gonna do what I think we're gonna do? A happy lucky family. A young girl who isn't me. A set of matching mugs. Hers and his. But there's 3 of them. Their love seems real. Are we going to get this life one way or another? How to move on after losing your child. Wait. So... is that losing us? Or have they lost their other child? Is it possible that they feel a hint of guilt? I don't know if it's going to be us, because how long has it been? And they're still going to have the book? Like, just out randomly? Toys that I recognise. Toys that I played with as a child. They've been played with since I left. Someone's awake at this time? I don't have time. It's you, isn't it? You're the one Mama told me about. The faceless girl. The one who isn't supposed to be real. So this is our sister. Who are you? I'm Twyla? Twyla? I don't know how to say that. Twyla. And I think you're my sister. Mama told me stories about a girl with no face. She told me that it was all just made up, but the way she told me those stories seemed too real. You don't have the same curse. You're beautiful. I have pieces of the same curse. Right. My greatest struggle has always been that I have 2 faces. Oh, it's like, it's a real life person like that, wasn't there? Someone had a face on the back of their head. I can't remember the name of them, but yeah. Didn't they go crazy saying that the head was telling them to do things? I can't remember the name, but that's like a real thing that happened. It's interesting. Mama told me to keep it hidden, that it was her fault for being so selfish the first time. Okay. Maybe this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. That I'm her greatest joy, but also her second punishment. Then I must be her first. Mama made a lot of mistakes, but I still love her. Me too. I've never had it in me to really blame her, though I know that I should. I can't blame her, but I can't keep living like this. Please. Papa told me about how his face was stolen before. Whoever you do it, please. The process is really... I don't care how painful it is. Please. Okay. And now we have a face of our own. Okay, and that was Lost Faces. So, I guess at the end of that, it's making it that because of this whole curse, and the punishment for us not being given the beauty of our face, the other child is punished with the two, or maybe a thing of if the parents were just kept us a little while longer and then had their other child, there was this face. I think that is basically, instead of us stealing our sister's place, which I thought was going to happen, I thought it was going to turn dark and we were going to like just take over our sister's place in the family. But she's the only way of taking that face, which is rightfully ours. So we both live. I don't know. I would have liked the ending to be a bit more fleshed out. Keep in mind, this is just a Game Jam game, so it was made in, I think, 48 hours. So I get that it's a little bit on the shorter side and can end a little abruptly. But I would have liked it to show a little bit more and explain that, yeah, maybe our sister did still live. We actually helped her and helped ourselves, and it was actually a good ending. Because it's a horror game, you don't get a lot of good endings all the time, so it would have been nice to know for sure you did. I mean, I guess it's a good ending for us, but maybe just a confirmation of everything else. But other than that, I did really enjoy this game. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, good little story. I really like the artwork in it. Like the people, the actual people in it look really good. And yeah, nice little story. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was good. And I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you didn't unsubscribe yet, please do so. It means the world to me. It really does help out a lot. But that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.